Hi, welcome along to the Diaries. Crystal here. Great to have you back. Or if it's your first time, welcome. It's great to have you here. The Diaries is a place where we talk about all things beauty and whatever else happens to be on my mind at that time. So all sorts of stories happen. And I actually should let you know, first of all, before we dive in, that I've been out of action for a little minute because I was in hospital. So there was an incident where I was found unconscious on the tiles in my hallway and then proceeded to vomit all over the floor. Gross, right? I know. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, you know, we love to talk about vomit. That's not true. It's a rarity. But yeah, so I ended up being carted off to hospital in an ambulance at 2 a.m. in the morning and was put on drips and stuff. And basically, it was pretty terrifying and it has messed with my mental health. I've been experiencing a flare-up, and often when I have a flare-up, I get nausea, I get vomiting, and I faint because of my low blood pressure. But this time was truly, truly scary. I just remember thinking how I was terrified I wasn't gonna wake up, and yeah. Ugh. So basically, I'm really happy to be here. And I just wanted to explain, in case I'm a little bit flatter than usual, that is why I'm still sort of working my way back to normality. But I am stoked to be here today because I have got so many cool things to recap. So let's dive on in. I'm not ranking these at all. I'm just basically kind of giving you my thoughts on each of them as we go through. I've actually got quite a bit to get through, so this could be a long video. I just wanted to warn you. Okay? Yeah, don't say I didn't. To kick things off, I have finally got myself some e.l.f. products. I've never used the brand ELF before, and I thought, wow, now it's time. I've heard so many amazing things about this matte Putty Primer, and so decided to give it a crack. It is a weird consistency, but it feels weirdly quite hydrating on the skin, even though it's mattifying, which is something that I enjoy because I have normal combo skin, so I don't really want something that's going to dry me out, but I do want something that's going to help makeup stick to my T-zone, and that is why I bought this. And so far I feel like it's doing a good job. I haven't put it to extreme tests yet because it's been winter here, so it's not like, you know, I'm experiencing a hot, oily, humid climate. But so far I like it, and yeah, I'm going to continue to use it and just see how it pans out. The other product, well, I actually got a couple more products, but one of the other products I picked up from this brand was the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now, I have used the Charlotte Tilbury, I think it's the Airbrush Luminous, whatever it is, you know, the famous Charlotte Tilbury illuminating liquid that she has. I've used that and I think it's really beautiful, and it's very light and liquidy on the skin, like you can't really feel it. This one, I think you can feel a little bit more. The consistency is a bit thicker, but it's not sparkly like the Charlotte Tilbury one is. This one is just very much a glow, and I think it actually looks really beautiful. I'm wearing it today underneath my Nude by Nature Mineral Powder Foundation, and I think it's a really beautiful combination. So I'm really enjoying this. I have mine in the shade, I think it's light medium, because they didn't have the one lighter than this, and I will say it does make me look a little bit more bronzy maybe, but I like it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this product, and I like that the ELF products have, from the ones that I have experienced, have less kind of chemical toxins than some of the other products that are around the same price point. So yeah, I am enjoying that so far, and I will definitely continue to use that because, like I said, I think it looks really lovely under my mineral powder foundation, which is the one that I wear mostly on a day-to-day basis. Now, I did a little bit of a shop on Temu. If you don't know, Temu is basically one of those like massive marketplaces, and the stuff on there is dirt cheap. And that always makes me a bit wary because I kind of don't expect much. But I was like, I'll give it a go. And a couple of things that I picked up were this powder. This is a translucent powder that is supposed to be mattifying. It's by the brand Skyvii, or actually they're Roman numerals. Sky, what's VII? difficult. I can barely wrap my head around English numerals, so let me just have a little Google. Okay. 7. That means 7, everybody. See, this channel is educational as well. What more do you want? So yeah, this powder is a translucent powder, Sky 7, I think the name is. It comes with a little puff, and it's not finely milled or anything, but it definitely is mattifying. So if you have super oily skin and you just want a translucent powder that will be mattifying and is really cheap, then maybe that's an option for you. I probably won't be using this much, to be honest. It's not really, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't want it. One of the other things I picked up from Temu was this color highlight palette by Cool Story. Cool Story, bro. That's so what we would say to insult someone in Australia. So it has these little pans in it. It is very glittery. It basically looks, I was kind of hoping that it might be similar to the, you know, the Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb. I was kind of hoping it might have that sort of effect, and I was not correct, which is not surprising because I think this thing was like $8. But let's see. I'll just swatch one for you. It is actually really pretty. Very pretty. And it has solid reviews on the Temu website. I like that one because it's sort of a bit of a sneaky duochrome there, purple to blue. And it does, when you wear it, it does look like a fairy's just kind of danced across your face a little bit. So it's very pretty. And if that is the kind of finish that you like, it's one of the other ones in the palette. Yeah, if that's the kind of finish that you like, is a little bit of dainty fairy sparkle on your cheeks, then you might really like this highlighter palette. And I do think that the colors in here are really pretty, but majority of the time I'm not looking for glitter in my highlight. I just want it to be glowy, not glittery. But I think there is a time and a place for this, and I think it's actually not a bad product. So if that's the kind of vibe that you like, then you might really enjoy this. So that's the 8 color highlight palette from Cool Story. Now I did buy 2 things that I actually really do like from Temu, and they are the Pudaier Precise Metallic Eyeliners. I bought one in a pinky shade and one in a golden shade. Let me just zoom you in a little because I feel like you're very far away. I've had a lot of trouble setting up my camera today. It's been like on weird angles, but I'm actually wearing this goldy eyeliner today. You can sort of see it flashing across there, and I think it's really pretty. So that is the goldy shade. It's very pretty. It's not a yellow gold. And the pinky shade, it's actually very beautiful. Cannot draw a straight line to save my bloody self. Luckily, I've not been in a situation thus far where drawing a straight line meant the difference between life and death. So that is the beautiful pinky shade. So I actually think these are really pretty. They were very cheap. And I think I might get myself a couple more shades. They have a really large shade range, so that I approve of. I really like these. Okay, so that's all the stuff from Temu. Well, all the makeup stuff. I also bought my puppy a really cool laser because he loves to chase a laser, and the pictures, you can have like a mouse and a star and a butterfly. It's just super cute and he loves it. It's also quite entertaining for me. Next up, I have a couple of eyeliners that I think suck. I was so unimpressed with these eyeliners from LA Girl because I wanted them for my waterline. I bought a lime green one and a yellow one. So they look fine and they're creamy and all of that, like no problems with that, but they disappeared from my waterline within about 10 minutes, just gone. So I definitely don't recommend those if that is the way that you want to use them in your waterline. And to be honest, I haven't even tried them elsewhere, but it looks like they're pretty budge proof on my hand. So you might be right if you want to use them, if you want to use them as a regular eyeliner, but for waterline purposes, useless. So just keep that in mind if you're planning on picking those up. Oh, I almost forgot, I did get something else off Temu, and that is my root cover-up stick, okay? Because now I have dark hair. You can always see any little grey hairs that pop through really easily. Now, don't be ashamed if you are a grey-haired lady, because JLo went grey at like 28, I think. And It happens to the best of us. But because I don't have, and I only have like a scatter of gray hairs, which are actually kind of white. And so for me, they're just annoying. So I have used this. It comes with a little marker on one end and a little smudge brush on the other. And so far, I've got to say, I really like it. I think it does a really good job. I'm very happy with it. It's supposed to be quite water resistant as well. So I will probably take it away with me and we will find out how true that is. No test like a holiday in a European summer, right? So that is that. I do like that one. If you're wondering, sorry, that is from SH Ceviche Professional Line. Oh my God, guys, I keep lying to you. I keep thinking that's everything I bought from Temu, but it turns out there's 3 more things. I really did want to make it worth my while by just ordering a whole bunch of crap. So I bought this little brush that I intended to use as a highlighter because I have a really small face. So bigger brushes don't work for me for highlight because they end up halfway down my cheeks. This is pretty crap because it feels like it's gonna break any second now. I don't recommend that one. I can't even remember the name of it, but don't get it. I did also buy this brush, which is a little concealer brush with a funny shape head. There you go, like me, funny shape head. It is from, it doesn't say, but it's a concealer brush. And this one is fine, actually. I will try and link the good brushes below for you. I do quite like that one for just getting in here. That's about it. This one would be my favorite of the ones that I picked up. This one's actually really nice. I have used this for putting on foundation and it works great. And I have used this one for powdering and it has worked great. It's nice and soft. I do really like this one. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break. So I will try and remember to link this one below because it literally has nothing to identify where it's from on this, but it is a Temu brush. Okay, that, I promise that is everything from Temu this time. Now let's move into some other budget products that I have picked up. So I have got both of these things on today. It is the eyeliner, the Revlon Colorstay Micro Easy Precision Liquid Liner in brown. What the Fudge is its actual name. And then I also have the brown version of the Maybelline Sky High Sensational Mascara. So that's the combo that I'm wearing today. Now, I think these are both good products. You know though that I am not a fan of this kind of liquid liner applicator. I wouldn't have bought it if I'd realized that that was what I was getting. I prefer it like a felt tip applicator. However, I like the product. It stays on well. I think the brown is a really nice, rich brown. It's a really lovely brown. And so far it has not smudged anywhere. So I'm very impressed by that. And it again was, I think this one cost me about $15, so I'm pretty happy with that purchase. Now, the mascara I like as well. My holy grail mascara is the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. The thing that these have in common is that they are both tubing mascaras, and I have oily eyelids. I have hooded eyelids, and quite long lashes. So generally what happens to me is with 99% of mascaras, I will get transfer and smudging all over my eyelid because my lashes are just rubbing against my eyelids all day. This does not do that. It also stayed on when I was crying. So I feel like that's a very impressive thing. Tubing mascaras, if you are a gal like me who always experiences smudging, tubing mascaras will change your life. They will change your life. And my favorite way to wear it is of course over my Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer, which is my favorite lash primer of all time. But this is a very good mascara. I have also picked it up in the black one, but I haven't actually opened that yet. But yeah, I do like this. It is lengthening. It's not particularly thickening. If thickening is what you're after, you're not really gonna get a lot of volume from it, but it is lengthening and I do really enjoy using that one. So props to Maybelline on that guy. Now, brow stuff, I picked up the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Powder, which is what I am wearing today. You can see it under my unruly fringe. And I really, really like this stuff. I think this is an excellent product. I have it in the shade 4.5, which is a warm brown. Oh, actually it's neutral deep brown. What do you know? But it's a really good product. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't leave my eyebrows. It's even supposed to be waterproof. So once again, this is one I will be testing when I do my trip to Europe, because I will definitely be in water. And I'm fascinated to see if my eyebrows stay on or, or they melt down my face and I scare small children around me. Looking forward to it. I really like it though. Benefit does great brow products. They just do. They just do. They nail it. The other thing I picked up from ELF is the Brow Lift, and it's just a clear sort of gel, and it absolutely will give you that laminated brow effect if that is what you're after. You can just put it through with a spoolie or use an angled brush, whatever your preferred method is. It depends on how laminated you want your brows to look, and it really does hold. So I have been impressed with this product. We're getting through there, guys. Okay, it's actually going quicker than I thought it would. Now, I have recently become obsessed with Danessa Myricks. I love her. I think she's an incredibly talented makeup artist, and I love her spirit and I love her makeup. And I had already had 2 of her Colorfix product, no, 3 in my collection, and I have added 3 more to that recently. I picked up the shades Venus, Ballerina, and Coinz. I am wearing Coinz and Venus today, and I think they are absolutely stunning. I love how easy these are as a one and done eyeshadow. They honestly are just so spectacular. You just put them on and you're done. You look beautiful. I particularly love using Venus and Coinz together. Coinz is this really beautiful coppery metallic shade, and Venus is a little bit fleeky on fleek, flaky, and it is so beautiful. Oh, I definitely got out too much there. I don't want to waste a drop of this stuff. It's beautiful. You can actually squeeze it back into the tube, so there you go. This is a stunner. Sparkly duochrome, flips from pink to gold or copper, and it's so spectacular. Stunning. I am already on a mission to pick up heaps more of these Colorfix. I want to get a couple more matte ones in my collection, and yes, I couldn't be more thrilled. The other thing I picked up, and I have got a video on this palette and also on the swatching all of my Colorfix products that I have. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll try and remember to link it. I have like such a bad memory, especially at the moment, but you know, I'll give it a go. You can always remind me in the comments if there's something you want me to link to that I haven't. This is a beautiful lip to cheek palette. It is the Dewy Cheek and Lip palette in Duet Flirty. Was that attractive? So the colors that we have are Tease, XOXO, Sweet Cheeks, and Coquette. And I have obviously swatched all of these in the video that I've done with this palette, and they are absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. I have a combination of this one and this one, just in the apples. This product looks so radiant on the cheeks that I don't even need a highlighter. I did put a tiny bit of my RMS Living Luminizer up the top here, but I didn't need a highlighter. It is radiant. It is natural looking at the same time because you can see your skin through it. It is absolutely beautiful, to the point where I have now bought the more nude, I think it's called Do It Undercover. I think that's the name of it. I have ordered the other one of these in the more natural colors because I just was so impressed with this. I was like, I have to have the other one as well. So I will definitely be doing a video swatching that out for you very soon. So Danessa Myricks is currently my love. I love her. I love her deeply. So those are those. Now I have to talk, of course, about the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I picked up recently, both from Odin's Eye. They're from the Jords Divine collection, or Jords Divine if you're Australian. So I have the Stone and Rock palette. Again, I have dedicated videos for these as well as some shorts. This is beautiful. Odin's Eye quality is so good, and I think the thing that is so attractive to me about the Odin's Eye palettes is the shimmers are very friendly to oilier eyelids or more mature eyelids. So if you are someone who finds that shimmer shades just break up and disappear and crease off your eyelids, these ones have so much more longevity. I have that problem with Glam Light shimmers. I have that problem with Adept shimmers, even when I'm wearing a primer underneath them. And they look stunning, of course, and I love them, but they don't last on my eyelids. They're gone by the time I get home from work. But the Oden's Eye Shimmers stay put. And I think that's wonderful. But this is a beautiful, beautiful palette. You can get some really beautiful looks from there. This is a stunningly smooth duochrome. Flips from blue to green, almost like a golden green. It's absolutely beautiful. Just one of the stunners in this palette. There are so many of them. If you want neutrals, but you want special neutrals, then this is for you. And I would say the exact same about the Jewels and Gem palette. Not normally a cool tone lover here, more a warm girl, you know, just like a warm and fuzzy. But this is beautiful. It's just beautiful. And if these colors appeal to you, I say 100% pick this baby up, because you're not going to go wrong with the quality. The quality is fabulous. And again, you can get, it's actually quite versatile. I really do like the versatility of this palette, because you can go for like the real purpley look. You can go for more of a soft pink. You can also get this kind of grungy, like burgundy brownie look, and using this duochrome, which has a bit of a redness to it, a little bit of gold, a little bit mustardy, greeny. Yeah, that is a really cool shade if you want to go for more a grungy look. You can really get a lot of versatility out of this little palette. So I definitely recommend both of those palettes from Oden's Eye. You can't go wrong with either of them. Just whatever color story appeals to you, get on it. All right, we are nearly there, guys. So we have, last of all, we've come down to some lip products. So the lipsticks that I have in front of me, first of all, the one I'm wearing is, it's beautiful. It is from Flower Beauty, and it is the Perfect Pout Soft Matte Lip Color in Blush. This color, for some reason, every time I wear it, people ask me what I have on my lips. It is beautiful. The finish is, it's got a little bit of a luminosity to it, but it's also kind of blurry. So if you're someone who's been kind of interested in the Charlotte Tilbury new lip products, the blurs, look, I haven't compared them yet, but I imagine that maybe there's some similarities, and maybe if you can't afford those, it might be worth checking out these, because I feel like that is the effect that I get. And I have this in 3 different shades and I love them all. It's a beautiful lip product, and it is very budget friendly. So highly, highly recommend that one. Now, one I picked up very recently is from MAC. It is from the Whitney Houston collaboration. So I love Whitney with a passion of 1,000 swords. I don't know what that means, but I was definitely keen to get something from that collection. This was on sale, so it was like a double win, but it is a beautiful color. It is called Nippy's Rose, and it's almost got a flip to it. It's a little bit metallic, but not in an over-the-top way. It kind of reminds me of, or it goes really well with, in fact, the RMS Redimension Hydra Blush in Hanky Panky. It is a beautiful color. It is really beautiful, and I love it. I'm so happy that I have that, and the packaging is absolutely stunning as well if you're a Whitney Houston lover. Very happy with that. I also added to my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Line. This one is the Lip Cream in Cranberry, and this color is gorgeous. If you're someone who wants something a bit bright, but maybe you're a bit afraid, you know, you're a bit nervous to like really pack on the bright color, this is fabulous because it just looks so beautiful on, and because it has a level of sheerness to it and that's really juicy, it's not overwhelming on the lips. It just looks stunning. I might actually put it on for you. How about that? Let's take off what I got on so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can see how it's bright, but it's nowhere near as dark and intense as it looks in the tube. And it's just really pretty. I really like it. I really like the way it wears. It's very easy to wear. I'm very happy with that shade Cranberry. And last but not least, another lipstick that I love, and because it is cooler here, in fact, if you looked out the window today, you would just see rain. It's like, that's it. Grey, rainy all day. This is the Bare Minerals lipstick in Awareness, and it's such a good autumn winter color. I love these kind of tones. It's a really rustic reddy brown. Isn't she lovely? Love that lip color. It's right up my alley. So yeah, that is the other lipstick that I've absolutely loved this month. Again, I love that it is a more clean formulation as well, seeing as I'm whacking it on my lips and probably just ingesting it within the first 30 seconds. So that is all of the makeup products. Just really quickly, I wanted to mention the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Gel Purifiant Micro Peeling Imperfections Face and Body, whatever it is. It's a cleanser. It's a cleanser, and it is massive. I think it cost me like $33, which for that size is really decent. It's got 2% salicylic acid in it, and it has a combination of LHA as well. And the reason I got this is because with this last endo flare up, my skin just got bloody out of control. Just like every day I would wake up and a pimple would be appearing and it would just be expanding all over my chin, and it was just it was getting out of control and it was making me feel really crap. So I thought it was time to mix things up a bit. Bought this. I could feel it tingling on my skin, and honestly my skin has cleared up within a day of using this. So I'm really impressed, and yeah, I'm definitely going to keep this on hand for when my skin just is a little bit hormonal and just needs a bit more control, because I don't think I would use this every day if I wasn't having a breakout, just because my skin, I like a bit more hydration, a bit more nourishment, but it certainly hasn't like dried my skin out at all. It just feels really squeaky clean after I use it. So I'm really impressed with the La Roche-Posay cleanser. That is everything I have for you today. I am going to be back very soon with a swatching video for my e.l.f. Luminous Glow putties that I've picked up a bunch of, and of course there will be more Danessa Myricks on the way because I'm obsessed. I would love to see you back here again. It would mean the world for me if you would subscribe before you go. Give me a thumbs up. Just one will do. Don't have to put both hands in it. I know it's tiring, and I will be back with you again very soon. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are angels. Take care. See ya.